T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Jones messed with the wrong melon farmers. Thug life. And here we go.
I prayed that he would burn in hell, but in my heart, hell.
This is as far as you go. No more.
Hello, Sydney. Are you a God damn you.
Wish I had you all alone, just the two of us.
Ooh, baby, 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 ooh, baby.
I did it again. I hate when I do that. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Movies and Beyond. Once again, I am Michael, and today is Sunday. It's Sunday Horror Hangout. With me always on Sundays is Mad Matt from Mad Matt's Mask. He will be on here in just a second. He's getting his stuff together over there. But we are doing a bracket tournament tonight. And I cannot wait to get into this. It's the Final Girls. We are doing the Final Girls bracket tournament. And I can't wait to see who you guys put on the list. I have a pretty good idea of who some of them are going to be. But there's always some wild cards in there. Always some wild cards. And there's Matt. What's up, my man? How you doing today, brother?
Doing fantastic. What's up, Michael? How's everybody doing out there?
Oh, yeah, man. Hell yeah. Got quite a few people in the chat tonight. I'll go by and give a big blanket hello to everyone. I see Jerry Wilson's in the chat. What's up, Jerry? I Dominic's in the chat. Callie Duff is in the chat. Paula is in the chat. Michelle is in the chat. Melissa, the wild card, is in the chat. James is in the chat. Sarah Campbell's in the chat as well. Look at all these people we got here tonight, man. Look at all these people. Let's see, making sure I'm getting everyone. Lydia is in the chat. Russell Dorsey is in the chat. And Russell Dorsey has also hit his 3 months at Movies and Beyond. And he's saying, glad to be here. Smash that like button. Hi, everyone. What's up, Russell? What is up, my man? Let's see. We've got Kim in the chat. Kim is in the chat. What's up, Kim? Let's see. I want to make sure I get everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hope I didn't. So, Matt, what are you thinking about the Clayton's in the chat as well? What's up, my man? What are you thinking about the final girls tonight? Do you have your pick ready for the final girls? I already have mine up there.
I do not.
You do. I do not.
I do not. But as far as what I think about it, I absolutely love it, man. I love showing love to the final girls, man. And I've been lucky enough, over the years to have met some of them now, and they all are just like so appreciative of their fans, and like, because I just tell them what they've brought, to the horror community, and it's just they're all just they're so receptive, and they just go over. I feel like they're overlooked sometimes. We can talk about Jason's and our juggernauts, but a true. This is how I feel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a true badass final girl can make or break an iconic film, if you ask me, dude. So yeah, man, I'm all about showing some love to the final girls.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. Let's see. We've got John is in the chat as well tonight. We got Sean Hess in the chat. And I think that I've got everyone that is chatting. So that's good. Yeah, man. Like let me address this first. We were going to do our 5,000 celebration tonight here at Movies and Beyond. But there was some conflict. What would be the word? There were conflicts in scheduling for the guests that I wanted, to come on the show. So I did push that back a little bit. I definitely want to make sure that we are doing the best show possible for 5,000 subs. You know what I mean? And I wanted to try to get all the people on here that I wanted to get, for this celebration and just make sure that, we got everybody, So I thought, well, we could push it back just a little bit, which is fine, to make sure that we put on, the best show possible for the celebration of 5,000 subscribers. I just felt like that was the best thing to do for that. See, let me
right on.
Hell yeah, man.
But I'll tell you, one thing I wanted to say, Michael. You asked me if I had my list ready. A big reason I don't. What my mind first went to, and we talked about this a little bit today, talking about Final Girls. My mind, I'm still, Michael. I'm still trying to think of those lesser known Final Girls, or maybe lesser known movies. Where the performance of the Final Girl was, was amazing, because there's a lot out there. They may not have been in, the blockbuster hit, but they gave it their all, and they're out there. So that's where my mind went. So I'm hoping throughout this show tonight, some people out there have got some good ones just like that I'm kind of searching for. Because man, they're out there, dude. I've watched movies I've even said the script and is all shit, but I can say this lady gave this woman gave it her all, dude.
Yeah.
So
yeah, dude. And I mean, that's the thing too with this stuff. I always love when we do these on here, because, I can go through all the ones in my mind that, I would put up here. You could do the same, but all the great people in the chat, man, they're going to throw some ones in there that I guarantee that I didn't even think of, so with the Final Girls of Horror, man, there's so many different things to pull. There's so many different movies to pull from and characters, dude. Everybody loves a different type of horror, so I'm very curious to see what everybody comes up with to throw in this tonight.
Absolutely.
Very curious.
Absolutely. Same here, dude. Our chat always they always remind me of stuff I've forgotten about, whether it's a classic film or Final Girl or whatever, man. But yeah. Just
And let's see. Michelle is asking one pick. Yes. So when we do picks, and I'll say, okay, give me your picks. When we do, I ask everybody throws out one name, just so we can, everybody that wants to throw a name out there, I make sure that I get on here. And if there's some left over, then I will let everybody know, like, hey, we still got a few of them left to fill in, and then you guys can start throwing out seconds. And then we can. I just want to make sure that we get everybody's pick in here that wants to get a name up there. So we're including everybody, and they get to see their final girl and how they play out on Movies and Beyond bracket. Like I can't wait to see that. So Matt, I will need one final girl from you because we do throw our picks up there. We each get one. And then I will throw it up to the chat, and I will throw this bracket up here, and we can go ahead and get started. I have a 16 that we're doing 16 person bracket here tonight, so it's like the Sweet 16. That's where we're going with that.
Okay. You know what, man? I'm gonna give a shout out to the fans who have really impressed me over the years. And this is the Scream fans, man. I'm going to go with Sidney Prescott, dude.
All right.
Yeah, just a hell of a final girl, and a franchise that I never saw having the fan base that it has, but it does, and they have proved me wrong time and time again. Yeah, so I'm gonna show some respect to Scream, and I'm going with Sidney Prescott.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Okay. So I see Jeff D'Angelo is in the chat as well. What's up, Jeff? I hope you're having a great week, my friend.
What's up, buddy?
And I'm also seeing that T-Bone Official is in the chat as well. Hey, I hope you're having a great day too.
T-Bone, you got to see him for a second today, Michael. That is Tristan. What's up, Tristan?
All right. Let's see. So I've got Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm assuming, Jeff, you're going with Laurie Strode. Let me know if that's not who you were talking about. Michelle is throwing out Sally Hardesty.
Okay, that's Texas 1, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not the best with names here, man.
I do my best too. So Russell is throwing out Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. That's Nancy Thompson. We're going, let's see. Lost my place there. Rachel from Halloween 4. I'll put Rachel Halloween 4. I don't remember her last name. Let's see. Melissa's throwing out Natalie from Hellfest.
Are we going to have Jennifer Aniston from Leprechaun? She's a final girl, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a warrior she was.
I see. Here it is. John is throwing out Naru. I was hoping Naru made it from Prey.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yes, I was hoping that it made the list.
That's very cool. Leave it to John to think outside the box. For real. Yeah. Leave it to John to think outside the box a little bit there.
Russell, I see you're throwing up Jenny from Friday 2, but I've got you all ready for Nancy. So I can't put that on there unless somebody else uses that one, unless we go.
So Jeff's been on for what, all of 3 minutes, and he's already trying to break the rules?
No, Russell threw out
Oh,
Jenny.
This was Russell.
Yeah,
Russell.
He threw out Jenny. Believe me, I want Jenny to be on there. Seriously. So I've got Jess Bradford from Jerry. Paula Sidney Prescott is on there. That was Matt's pick. James is throwing out Ripley from Aliens. That was my pick. She is on the top, and I'll make this all bigger.
I'm sorry, Michael, real quick. You said You said Jess from what?
Do what now?
Did you say a Jess from Bradford?
Jess Bradford. Yeah, Black Christmas.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Sarah, I did get yours. Did you get mine, Aaron, from your next? Yes, I have Aaron, your next. That is number 8. Callie Duff is throwing out Jamie Lee. Laurie Strode is already up there. I see the general is in the chat as well, saying hello, y'all. What is up, Val? Let's see.
Come on, Michael. Don't leave me hanging.
Do what now?
Don't leave me hanging.
Oh, yep. What's up?
Come
I'm
on.
sorry. I'm sitting here looking at the chat trying to get these names up here. Sorry about that, Val. Val is throwing up Tina. Now, Val, would that be Tina from Friday Part 7, or are we talking Tina from Halloween 5? I think I know the answer.
Oh, God.
I think I know the answer. So I'll fill it in, but let me know. What did I just do?
You just should have put that in automatically. Like, don't even bring up that Tina if there's no need to, man. Like, come on. It's a matter
Hey, there are some people that may like that. Let's see. Kim is saying Tree from Happy Death Day. Don't think I put that on there.
I only saw Happy Death Day once. I wouldn't know the final girl.
Let's see. Mr. Rick is saying, does mine not count? Mr. Rick, I'm looking for yours. I'm not seeing it. Hold on, buddy. This might be a hot take, but what about Jill from Scream 4? I'll put it on there, buddy. Jill. We'll do Scream 4. Let's see. Dominic St. Clair is saying Judy from Night of the Demons.
Okay. I like that.
Let's see. Sienna from Terrifier 2.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. We have some Hellraiser love in here yet?
No, I have not seen Christy Cotton yet.
Okay.
I have not. Let's see. Okay, we have one spot left. There is one spot left. So if you have not voted yet, so far I have Ellen Ripley, Sydney Prescott, Laurie Strode, Sally Hardesty, Nancy Thompson, Rachel from Halloween 4, Natalie from I put HF and I've already forgot what HF is. I apologize. Aaron from Your Next, Naru from Prey, Jess Bradford, Black Christmas, Tina from Friday 7, Tree from Happy Death Day, Scream 4's Jill, Judy from Night of the Demons, Sienna from Terrifier 2, and we have one.
Is it an H5 for Halloween 5 and not an HS?
I'm sorry.
You
no, it was they put it in the chat here. I just saw it.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. It was Hellfest.
Okay. I enjoyed Hellfest.
Let's see. So the first one, throwing one out, is Maxine. Michelle's thrown out Maxine. That would be. Are we talking Maxine from X? Is that correct, Michelle? I got Maxine right there. I see Mayanne is in the chat as well. What's going on, Mayanne? Hope you're doing well. So that we have the list. We have the 16. Now let me make this a little bigger so everyone is able to see, or at least see better. And Matt, this is let's see.
Pick a number time.
It is pick a number time. So we go 5 through 10. That is going to be the shuffle for this.
Okay. 5 through 10. So let's go with lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. So I will hit this 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. Jeff is saying Michael Kaylee is also now watching and says hi to everyone. What is up, Kaylee? I hope you are doing well.
Hello, Kaylee. Good to see you on here, bud.
All right, man. We are able to get started now. And we have Judy from Night of the Demons, which I can't really I don't know. You know,
If
Judy.
You can't remember, dude. It's nothing wrong with that.
Right. That one
yeah.
I do know. Paula was saying, does Jennifer Love Hewitt count? Yes, but if I
Damn
had
straight.
more and I could fit it on there, yes, I would love to. Like yes, from I Know What You Did Last Summer, she would have been another good addition there. I'm not, you know what, in all honesty, though, I'm not the biggest fan of I Know What You Did Last Summer, but at the same time, I haven't seen it, you know, in a very long time. Like, I can't remember the last time I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, that was it's been a minute. It has been a minute for me.
And it's one I thoroughly enjoy, but I'm right there with you. It's been a minute for me as well.
Yeah.
It's
definitely one that I would definitely go back and watch, like 1 and 2. I think I remember liking 2 a lot. You know, I remember the premise for it, but I couldn't really, you know, talk in depth about it, you know, just because it's been so long since I've seen it. But yes, Paula, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, she definitely was a final girl for sure and totally qualifies for that status. Yes.
Hey, Michael, I'm gonna show you guys this really cool mask real quick because you're never going to see it again. We have hit a new record of this is the #1 mask that hurts my face like hell, dude. The pressure point on that thing, dude, was just like, oh my God, it hurt. It's a good thing I bought this for display only, but I mean, it looks cool, but there you go, guys. It's a Slipknot Jim Root custom mask, but hurts like the dickens, buddy.
So you couldn't see yourself doing a full concert wearing that, right?
Hell no.
That's awesome.
You know, but they're professionals. They have that shit, you know, made to where it, you know, fits like a glove and, you know, but oh God. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Want to let that be known.
Let it be known.
It's never coming on again. Whoa. But it is cool looking, you know, and hell, most of my mask I buy for display anyway, so it's not a big deal.
You know what? I am seeing a comment here, and I want to throw this out there because we may have to change one. Because just thinking about it, you know, as people were throwing names out, I wasn't really thinking about it. Oracle is saying, now, wait a minute. I just got into the stream, guys. You guys are counting Jill Roberts from Scream 4. Jill was a ghost face, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
No, not from 4. 4 was Emma Roberts and
right, but she was a ghost face. And yeah, Val is confirming that too. Saying Jill Roberts isn't a final girl. So unfortunately, good thing we didn't start that one yet. I am going to have, because I'm just, you know, throwing names out there. You know, I'm just typing what was put in. But yeah, she was Ghostface. She was a ghost face. So technically not a final girl. So we do have one spot left, Paula. And if you would like Jennifer Love Hewitt's character on there, we can do that. We can definitely do that. What was Jennifer Love Hewitt's character's name in I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Not a clue.
Like we were just talking about how we haven't seen that in a minute. But somebody in the chat will let me know Jennifer Love Hewitt's name, her character's name, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I will put that on there. And Jamie Hart, what's up? I have not seen you in a minute. I hope you are doing well, my friend. And she is saying Julie James. I'm assuming that is her name. And that doesn't even sound familiar to me. That's how long it's been.
Same. You said Julie James?
Julie James.
No.
And I just confirmed that too. So well done. So she will take that place. We have Julie James in there, and our 16 are now locked. And we will go ahead, if I can remember how to do this. There it is. Start the tournament. It has begun. It has begun. So our first
Has begun.
matchup for tonight, we have Judy
Man.
from Night of the Demons.
You can't say that again, Michael, unless you got the Mortal Kombat music behind it, because now I'm really missing that.
What did I say?
It has begun.
It has begun.
Dude, and then the Mortal Kombat music. I love that shit. Anywho, Judy, Night of the Demons, and Maxine.
All right. And the poll is up. So make sure that you guys are voting. So we get these to go the way, that everybody gets their pick in there for sure. So it is up there. Be sure to vote. Matt, I can't really speak too much on, Judy from Night of the Demons, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
But I did dig Maxine. You know what I mean? Like I did.
Yeah.
She was definitely in there. And so if it's a tie, I will not be able to be included in this one because, like I said, Night of the Demons for me, that's just out there for me. Can you speak on her?
But you're going with Maxine, correct?
I would, but just because I really don't know who Judy is.
But can't you still pick? Can't you still pick one? If you're saying you favor Maxine because you don't know much about.
Yeah, I guess.
Judy. I mean, I think that's fair enough. We're not going to know anything and everything about horror, man. I mean, I sure as hell know I don't. But I think that's fair, dude. Because what I'm doing here, I like the Maxine stuff. I like the X movies. I'm totally on board with those. Night of the Demons, however, for me, it's one I always really stood behind. It was a fun, had that creep feeling, a real good one to watch around Halloween time, man. I love the Angela scene where she's, kind of gliding through the halls and shit. And it's so badass 80s. So I would go with Judy actually on this.
Oh yeah, man.
And I would go with the Night of the Demons. Yeah. But yeah, dude, you can pick I think you can pick. But
let me throw this out there. Jerry Wilson has gifted 3 Movies and Beyond memberships. Jerry, thank you so much, my friend. It means the world to me that you choose to invest in the channel and to help it out, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And just what's up, Jerry, man? It's good to see you on here. And I was wondering if Jerry got to show some love to his Wrong Turn. I don't remember the final girl's name.
And we just watched Wrong Turn on Patreon last Thursday.
She was a badass final girl too, dude.
Yeah, she did well. She definitely did well.
Make no mistake about it.
Yeah. It'd probably been, I don't know, I'd say 6-7 months since I had seen Wrong Turn before we watched it on Patreon Thursday. Man, it definitely a good time. Definitely a good time watching that one.
It is, dude. It's just, for what it is, it's just done well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. We're gonna give this about another minute or so. Currently, right now, we have Maxine in the lead at 65-35, which is pretty close. Let's see here. We'll give that another minute or so to make sure that everybody gets to vote, because right now I have 17 votes, but we have 25 people in the chat, so I'll give them another minute.
I think another thing, Michael, that absolutely is a big part of the success of, like X and Pearl is just Mia Goth's performance in these films. It's like you're watching just this young actress coming up and just killing it, dude. I think it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
She's a beast, man. She is a beast. I loved her in Pearl.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull this and say that Maxine has won 61% to 39%. And I will end.
Oh, that's pretty cool. A lot of love for Night of the Demons, I would say. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was wondering too, did we have any love for like the Conjuring or the Annabelle series in there? I don't think we really did, but there's some good ones in there too. Yeah. Tristan, that's on here this evening. I'll give him a shout out. picked up the life-size Annabelle doll today, signed by none other than Annabelle herself, dude. It was so cool. It was so cool. So yeah, glad you could add that to your collection, man. But yeah, like, and then those are some final people, you know, as far as like the Warrens and stuff. Michael, how much would you love to see them come to like a Horror Hound or Scarefest?
You talking about Ed and Lorraine Warren?
Yeah.
Oh my, Vera Farmiga and Patrick. Yeah, dude.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be freaking amazing.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
So freaking cool. But the next pull is up, man, and we have Sally Hardesty versus Rachel from Halloween 4. That is freaking crazy. Michelle is saying Maxine matches my personality. Lydia is talking about Lydia's talking about the time she got to meet Amy Steele.
Oh man. Yeah, I was lucky to see that firsthand. That was a hell of a meeting.
Awesome.
She goes up there to get an autograph dressed as Sackhead, and I think it ends up where Jenny's wearing the sack or something, and Lydia's hitting her with the hatchet, or no, she's hitting Lydia with the hatchet and having her bend down and all this. It was just so cool,
like the reenactment.
Yeah. Of course, I wanted to meet her too, and I pretty much was non-existent. She didn't give a shit about me. You know, like I had to go back and say, wait a minute, I paid for an autograph too. She wrote something real quick. Okay, dude, cool, get out of here.
All right, that's fantastic. So Rachel from Halloween 4, Sally Hardesty.
So I'm going, dude. I love Halloween 4.
Yeah.
But Rachel as like a final girl, and it's strange because I do love that movie, but she didn't do a whole lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
She did her part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and I it's not like I can even say a whole lot negative, but that's kind of where I'm at. She was just, you know, kind of even keel. Where Sally, I can just think of a lot of different things, you know, what she battles through, what she overcomes. And
she definitely had to do more,
you know, and not saying that, you know, Rachel didn't have her obstacles as well, but you know what I mean? Rachel just was even a little bit forgettable. And I hate to say that, you know, but I'm going with Sally, man.
Yeah. I'll have to agree with you on that. I think that she did more than Rachel did. You know, with Rachel in Halloween 4, it was kind of like the team effort there. You know, with Danielle Harris. But you know, with Sally Hardesty, it's just like she went through it. You know, now we're not talking about Sally Hardesty from the Netflix.
No,
Texas Chainsaw.
No.
You know, they didn't really do her a service, but you know, Sally Hardesty, like she went through the ringer, man. Like she was, you got to give it to her. You know, that's just what I think, and it looks like we're in agreement with that. Mr. Rick, yes, that is Sally from Texas Chainsaw. Yes.
Also, Mr. Rick, there is never a stupid question in here. If there was, I wouldn't be on anymore. They'd have kicked me off a long time ago. So,
well, dude, man, I mean, there's some takes I have where people just look at me like I'm absolutely nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is no dumb. Yeah,
it's absolutely freaking
there's
crazy.
So much as went on in this genre, dude. You can't remember it all, and you know.
Yeah. All right, let's see where we're at time-wise. I'm going to give it about another 30 seconds, and we will pull that.
And let me ask if I'm not alone. Like, when you think of Sally, and you know, say you weren't even, you know, for sure for a minute, but when they realize that that's the Sally from the original Texas Chainsaw, my mind immediately goes to her in the back of that truck screaming.
Yeah, dude.
Immediately, like it just that is so iconic of a scene.
Yep.
Like, and you don't have anything like that with you know, Rachel, you know, but yeah, I go right to that truck scene.
Agreed. But it looks like Rachel is going to take this one, and she is going to win 63 to 37. So she will move on. and so will we. This one right here, we have our next one. Let me set the poll up for this one, and it looks like we have, let's see, who wins? We have Natalie versus Laurie Strode.
Natalie from Hellfest.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's see. That's another one, that I can't really. Natalie, I don't really have an answer for that one. For sure.
Now, do you remember her though, or
I don't?
Okay.
I don't. No.
I kind of put her in the Rachel category.
Yeah.
Honestly. Come on, guys. There's no need for us to spend 10 minutes on this. This is a barn burner here.
Yeah, it's that's a thing too. Like when you really like a character and then they go up against a juggernaut in the first round, it's like, I like this character. I would have liked to see them go a little further, but you have to admit, when it comes to Final Girls, Laurie Strode is a big name. Yeah, like that is definitely a huge name, for sure. We'll let these guys vote for this. Let's see. Some of these chats out here, but yeah, like I honestly can only speak from one side, but I mean, Laurie Strode to me is she's one of the first Final Girls for me. You talk about Sally Hardesty, you talk about Ellen Ripley, you talk about Jenny for me, Nancy, Adrienne King is Alice. Those are the Jess Bradford from Black Christmas. Those are the ones that really pop in my head as like, when someone says Final Girl, those are the ones that my mind usually, go that direction for sure. Seeing lots of Laurie's in here, for sure.
I know the shape's going with Laurie. I know it.
Oh yeah. He threw that up there too. It is right there. Jamie Hart said, I voted for Natalie because I'm a rebel. We've got 19 votes in. I will give this another minute and we will throw it up there because it is kind of a landslide. So
I welcome rebels in here too. I dig it.
Yeah. Wait. Well, like I said, you have those characters that you like, but they don't always they go up against the juggernauts early. But one of the things too, when you think about it, is like, in the first round, like what if you have like Laurie Strode versus like a Sally Hardesty or, that, to start off with. And that's when it gets tough too, because it's like, man, if they didn't get that in the first round, they would have been there in at least the final final 8, and that's kind of tough. But I am going to go ahead and end this one. Because it is a landslide and Laurie Strode is running away with this 84-16. So I will go ahead and put that in with 19 votes in. We will go ahead and end the poll.
And and that shows you that, there's some people out there that are like, okay, Halloween's cool, but whatever, dude. I loved my Hellfest. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, of course, man. And that's, that's what's so cool about doing these, and having all the different people in here with all their different opinions. And, it's just fun to see, what people think about all of these too.
Oh, we did get Aaron from Your Next in there. Okay. That's awesome. I'm sorry, but she's a effing juggernaut for me, guys.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have even said that so soon, but
no, you're good, man. Go ahead and speak on this one, dude. You got Julie James from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and you've got Aaron from Your Next. And the poll is up, so make sure that you vote. Get your votes in for this one right here.
Yeah, it's for me. It's another just I'd say massive landslide. And guys, I even forgot about Aaron until I just saw this. I mean, if you want to start talking about badasses, dude, Aaron's right there, second to none. Second to none. You talk about someone that just starts handling business. I mean, I love Your Next. I just think it's so fun. It's like, it is what it is, and it gets going, keeps you on your feet. Such a great movie. But yeah, Aaron is not to be messed with, guys. So it's Aaron for me all day.
Yeah.
I'm hoping she gets a chance to go up against some juggernauts, because that's going to get my brain really scrambled. So
yeah, man, I'll agree with you.
Tibbs T-Bone saying
he said, I'm biased with Halloween, but Laurie still killed it, especially with later films as well. We'll disregard her 5 minutes in Resurrection.
I couldn't agree more. Like, she has killed it in some films, but like her minutes in Resurrection were almost just more sad. But couldn't agree with you more, Tristan.
Jamie Hart, what are you waiting for? What, dude? Every time I think of that, I think about Scary Movie. Was it Scary Movie, the one that spoofed it, where she was just standing there spinning, saying, "What are you waiting for?" Now, what are you waiting for from? That was from Know What You Did Last Summer. She was out for it's been a minute, but I do remember that. I do remember that. Man says, I love Aaron. Hell yeah.
Same.
Michelle is saying, bye, Julie. James is saying Aaron all the way. Melissa the Wild Card is saying, I like Ready or Not more than You're Next.
Oh yeah. Ouch. Ready or Not. I don't even know if I remember Ready or Not.
Oh yeah.
Melissa doesn't like me now.
Michelle Guzman has gifted One Movies and Beyond membership. Thank you so much. It means the world to me when you guys are investing in Movies and Beyond. Thank you so much. It looks like that you have gifted too. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Sarah Campbell has thrown in a $5 super chat saying, I chose Erin as my pick because I think she's so underrated. She's resourceful and such a badass. In a horror movie situation, I want her on my team. Hell yeah.
Ditto. And another thing, how calm and collected. Like, okay, this is where we are. This is what we got to do. You know, her freaking dude doesn't raise her blood pressure. Just like, yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. It looks like Aaron is moving on with 71 to 29%. So Aaron from Your Next is moving on. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Let me end this poll and set up the next one. This one's tough for me, but it's we have Tina. Let's see. Hold on. Who wins? We have Tina from Friday 7 versus Nancy Thompson from Nightmare on Elm Street. And the poll is up. So be sure to cast your votes in. Tina from Friday 7. It's a favorite, but Nancy, to me, dude, we talked about this earlier today, me and you. You know, with what Nancy did in the Nightmare on Elm Street. She didn't have, it's like, dude, it's tough.
Look what Tina did too, though.
She did, but she had powers, and she had help. She had help. Like, I don't know. Her dad helped her. Her boyfriend helped her. You know, where Nancy, she relied on Johnny Depp just to stay awake for a couple minutes, and he couldn't even do that. And he ended up, you know what I mean? Like, hey, all I need you to do is stay awake. You had one job. And he's just like, it's like they're both in a dream. Like, it's freaking crazy, dude. As much as I love Friday, dude, I definitely have to go with Nancy on this one as the better final girl. How about you, my friend?
I see John saying I named my cat Nancy in her honor. That's freaking awesome. And then also, back to Melissa real quick. I'm gonna check out Ready or Not for sure. I believe Lydia is a big fan of that, and she's talked about that. And I gotta give that another shot. But I'm right there with you, Michael. I was just trying to talk a little bit about what Tina did, but you're right. She had powers, she had her help. What Nancy had to overcome and go through is, and just, in my opinion, more iconic. She's been in multiple of the films, and
yeah.
And I hope anybody that wants to try to go see her coming up this year at Horror Hound, I sure hope you guys can, because I know I'm going to try my best, and I'm dying to meet her. Dude, she's a horror.
As far as
Scream Queens,
as far as Scream Queens, she is the face of that franchise. You know what I mean? Like,
she's on the Mount Rushmore of
it's Nancy.
Scream Queens, yeah.
It's freaking Nancy. Like, she's there, man. She is there. But then again, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. We'll see what everybody else says. But yeah, Val, I do like Tina. I do. It's just,
and I like Tina as well. I figure this one's going to be like I don't know, maybe a 70-30 type of situation, if I had to guess. But we're talking Nancy, guys.
Pretty freaking close. Pretty
we're
freaking
talking
close.
Nancy.
But believe me, I love Tina. You know what I mean? I do.
Oh, I know, Michael.
Tina,
you're not
Tina,
telling me shit.
Tina, Jenny, you know what I mean?
I've seen you meet the woman.
Adrian King, dude, the Friday fan that I am.
I thought we were going to need security. Yeah. yeah.
Well, and she even came to the show when we did Roseblood on Monday night. She was here. Believe me, Tina's awesome. But that's Nancy, though. Like, it's just, but then again, my vote doesn't count anyway. We'll see where it goes. I am about to pull it, though, because we are about to hit the 4-minute mark for sure. And Nancy is winning 74-26. So we will go ahead and pull this one and move on. Getting lots of votes in here, and that is freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Let's see.
Now, Tina would beat Nancy. I think Tina would beat her.
I think so too.
That's a very true statement.
I do. Like, if this was who would win in a fight, you know what I mean? I feel like it would be a little different.
Dominic St. Clair said that Tina would beat. That's true.
Yeah. If there was a fight, if that's what we were basing this on, yes, 100%. So the next one, we have Tree from Happy Death Day.
I want to see Tina and Carrie go at it. Like, dude, that would cause some destruction. Downtown, big city.
You said there'd be some damage.
There would be some damage, dude.
There would be some freaking damage. So the next one that we have Jess Bradford versus Tree from Happy Death Day. So
now, what's Jess Bradford from?
That's Black Christmas.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely going with Jess Bradford.
Man.
For me on this one. Like, this is definitely I love Jess Bradford. I've always loved Black Christmas. I've always stood up for Black Christmas, on this channel.
Yes, you do.
So I definitely am going with Jess Bradford, but I'm curious to hear what you have.
This is one for me, Michael, where if I actually said that, if I was going to say I have no say in here, it would be this one. I did give Black Christmas a watch not too long ago.
Yeah.
I have seen Happy Death Day. Neither movie am I nuts about. So give me a minute. I'm actually thinking, trying trying to remember, you know, some of the adversity that went on in Black Christmas and things like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards. I think I'm more leaning towards Jess.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I know there was a lot going on with that, and
yeah,
and you know, kind of the you know, how iconic and stuff. I don't have much of a say, man. I'm gonna just very slightly go with Jess.
I got you. I got you. Yeah,
but
Jess Bradford for me, she was one of the, you know, early faces of horror for me. You know, and we talked about, you know, Black Christmas not really getting the benefits of the sequels like, you know, a lot of the big slashers did, to where, you know, we've talked, and I won't, you know, repeat myself on that. But I do feel like, you know, it is not in Black Christmas's favor, you know, not having, you know, a few sequels, you know, because like I've said, you know, you take away Friday the 13th part 2 and Jason's a boy in the lake. You know what I mean? If there was only that Friday the 13th, would he be the icon that he is today? And to me, the answer is no. You know, not at all.
Yeah, and you know, and you and I've even talked a little bit more on that as far as just, you know, how far it goes when you haven't seen him in a while. You know, like say even Jason for now, like compared to like a Michael now.
Yeah,
you know, they were neck and neck there for a good while. If Jason not even a little ahead in the 80s.
Oh, in the 80s, yeah.
Like, you know, but
100%.
now you look at it and it's, you know, we've had that trilogy, we've had all this stuff, and haven't seen Jason since, you know, 2009.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's a lot of it's what have you done for, like you said, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. And it's like that plays a big part in things, man. And you know, with that, dude, like that's what's going to be fresh in people's minds. So when you go back to something like Black Christmas, yes, there were remakes, you know what I mean? But we're talking about Olivia Hussey, you know, Jess Bradford from, you know, the OG Black Christmas. It's tough to say, hey, we're talking about a movie that came out at this point 50 years ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's kind of where it's at for that. But let's see what the chat has to say while we're giving this another minute, and then we'll go ahead and pull this one. Let's see. Paul is saying got to go with Jess. Michelle is saying Jess. Melissa, the wild card, is saying Jess. Russell is saying love Black Christmas. Me too, my friend. Me too, my friend. Melissa's saying the remake, like the remake, not the original. Okay. That's yeah. Well, wow.
I say that about a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I did want to ask John something because he says, yeah, we'll go ahead and read that.
Yeah, he's saying love Happy Death Day. It's a fun movie. I love Black Christmas too, but Happy Death Day wins.
Yeah. So my question is because it almost sounds like, John, are you just kind of going on what movie you like better? Or are you focusing on the final girls here and who's better? Just wondering.
Oh yeah.
You know, got to stay with the format, John. Like,
yeah. Let's see. Let me go ahead and end this poll because we are 4 minutes in. It's 71% for Jess Bradford, to 29% for Tree. So it looks like Jess will move on. I will go ahead and get the next one.
Tree is a better final girl. Okay.
We have Sienna, Terrifier 2 versus Sydney Prescott.
Rename it the 6K celebration.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So the poll is up for the next one. We have Sienna from Terrifier 2 versus Sydney Prescott from Scream.
So, oh man.
This is I gotta go with Sydney Prescott right away. Like that's for me, it's Sydney, MF, and Prescott. But don't get me wrong, I like Sienna from Terrifier 2. I do. But I think as far as final girls are concerned, I think Sydney Prescott is just more seasoned, more of a veteran, you know, more have been there, done that. You know, to me, this is an easy one. But I'd like to hear what you have to say about this one.
I'm right there with you. The only reason there was a big like shit with me, as I hate to see Sierra go so fast, you know, because I'd like to see her go up against, you know, maybe not juggernauts, but some solid B's in there or something, you know, because I liked her a lot as a final girl. I really did. I thought she was very cool. Very cool. Had that, like, you know, powerful woman presence, you know, without being too over the top about it. Like I think like her and Naru would be really cool to go up against. But yeah, I loved her, man. But Sydney, dude, yeah, it's Sydney MF and Prescott.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at the poll right now, there's 17 votes in, and it's 100% to 0. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this one kind of early because this is getting disastrous. And yeah, I am going to go ahead and pull this one. But with 17 votes in,
nice.
There's not enough people left to outweigh that, even if everyone voted for Sienna. So
I'd like to ask Kim and John, how many cats do you guys have named after final girls? I think that's awesome. But they've said they've got a cat, Sydney, and they had another cat named. Yeah, fill me in there.
This one kind of hurts my heart. So the next one that I'm putting up. The poll is up. Go ahead and cast your votes. But we have Ellen Ripley, Alien, versus Naru from Prey. Don't get me wrong. I love Prey. I do. But we're talking about Ellen Ripley here. Ellen Ripley might be my favorite final girl of all time. And I don't have a problem saying that. But this is freaking Ellen Ripley, dude. Like, it's Ellen Ripley. Like, I don't feel like there's even anything else that needs to come out of my mouth at this point. When I talk about, you know, my favorite final girls, like Ripley, she's freaking Ripley. Like, she's a juggernaut, man. Like, you talk about first ballot Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Ellen Ripley is going to be on that ticket. She is definitely going to be on that ticket. Where are you at with this one, my man?
Well, I was looking at the comments. I'm glad, John, because someone said who is Naru, and I just didn't want them to not know, because if you don't know, you got to check that movie out. And John let them know it's the newest Predator movie, Prey, with the final girl Naru. And yes, anyone who doesn't know needs to check that out for sure. So. Guys, like I was just saying, dude, if you were talking about just, if this was about some of the more recent final girls, Naru could be a winner. She could be a winner. I liked her that much. And I got a lot invested in Predator. You know that, Michael. You know, I'm a Predator ride or die, you know. And also, you got to think, you know, that's a movie that started with, you know, not just, you know, dominated by men, but dominated by men. You know, you're talking, that cast was as manly as a cast can get, you know, just full of testosterone, and Jesse the Body, and, you know, Carl Weathers, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And to think so many years later, okay, they're going up against Naru.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, if you said that to somebody back in 1990, you know, around that time, they'd say you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
But she did it, guys. She effing did it. And she did it with style. She had the badass in there. They didn't take it over the top, you know, to where you're like, oh, come on, you know. She used her smarts. You know, she's not going to physically just take on a Predator. Come on.
Yeah.
They did it very well. And I loved Naru. But she's going against, like you said, she's going up against Ellen Ripley.
Yeah.
So that sucks. So I'm going with Ellen Ripley, you know. And I'm not the Alien fan that you are. I'm a fan of Aliens. You know, I'm not the Alien fan that you are. But God, dude, like, you know, when you do talk about Ellen Ripley, you know, we've talked to her about a bunch, you know, having hot dogs at the flea market. And I agree with everything you say, you know. And she's absolutely outstanding. So it's going to Ellen, and it's just, I'm sad to see Naru go.
Me too. I really enjoyed Prey, but Ellen Ripley's just on a whole nother level. Like it's Ellen Ripley, man. Like I don't think that there's anybody on this list that's gonna, for me. But Ellen Ripley is moving on with 82% to 18. So she will move on.
And you know, I liked her so much as you know, as far as like back to the Naru, Michael. I hope we can see her again. Like maybe even not, you know, maybe she won't battle the Predator again, but you know, maybe some cameos in some later Predator films, or, you know, something like that. Like I'd love to have her back.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see what the future holds, but yeah, I'd love to see her back in there.
Great line from Aliens right there.
Dude, Jamie, that is James' favorite line. I hope he saw that. That is.
Oh
James.
yeah, he's got a comment on here. He says power loaders. Oh yeah, he already knows.
Man, one day, Michael, I'll have to, I'll clear it with you. But if you're cool with it, guys, one day we'll try to get it. We have a video. I have a video of James the Shape doing the impersonation of Ellen Ripley and the power loader fighting the alien. It is classic. It is classic. If there's a way we can play it on here, if we have James okay, it's got to go up. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
So this one we have Maxine versus Rachel from Halloween 4.
Tristan, you're absolutely right on that comment. Yeah. He's right there with you on that, Ellen Ripley.
So we have Rachel from Halloween 4. The poll is up versus Maxine from X.
I thought Rachel was gone.
No, she won. She beat Sally Hardesty.
Rachel beat Sally?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Wow, I'm a jackass. That slipped on me. Wow. I was like, Rachel, she's long gone, dude. What are you talking about?
No.
Want to recount, Michael?
We could do it again, but no. Like
it's a mistrial.
I lost that one. We both lost that one, for sure. But Maxine,
now she's in a closer bet. Then now I feel like she has a better chance than what she had. But damn, dude, we got some power behind Rachel. You know, it's not just about us, Michael. Who'd have thought that?
Not me. Not me. Like I totally disagreed with that one, but you know, it's not up to me for sure. Like it's just, yeah. But
who do you have on this one, Mike?
For this one, I mean, as far as final girls go, I mean, I would say that Rachel has like more, time in a movie, but she really doesn't. She's got like one movie plus like 30 seconds in another one. Maxine, it's more current, and she seems like a more interesting character. She's not part of a duo. She kind of did her own thing. So this one's tough for me, man. I don't know. I know Maxine's getting another movie. I need a minute with this one, dude. I definitely need it with this one. I mean, I thought Rachel was a good character, but she was part of a duo. You know what I mean? Like, because we're talking, final girls. I'm not saying that, X is better than Halloween 4, which that's something I haven't even thought about.
I would probably I think I'm going slightly with Rachel on this one. Now look at me. I thought she was gone. Now I'm fighting for her. It's like, cause yeah, man, I gotta be, you always gotta be true, dude, on here. And I like Maxine. I like the, but Rachel was solid, dude. She was solid.
Yeah.
It's just, there's so many, I think because when, we've talked so much about some of the final girls we absolutely love, like our Jennies, our Tinas and things like that. And, Rachel rarely comes up, but not that she sucked by any means. Who do you think should have this one, John? Because he's saying this should not be a time. Boo, Matt from Michelle. What did I say wrong? Oh, shit. Maybe I should shut the comments off. Okay, I'm done.
Stop reading comments.
I'll slightly go with Rachel.
Michelle's saying Rachel can't hold her own. There's an argument there for that. You know what I mean? Because she didn't really. It's tough. It is tough. Lydia went with Maxine as well.
Yeah, and yeah, that's another thing I was saying too is, God, that performance is amazing by her. She's on a whole nother level, actress wise. I hate to say stuff like that, but she is. I don't know, guys. You decide.
That's why we don't have to make these decisions. We don't have to.
While they're deciding, I'm going to take a quick little restroom break, Mike. I'll be right back, buddy.
All right, man. All right. So this poll has ended, and Rachel will be moving on for sure, with 56% of the votes to 44% for Maxine. And I don't know. Oh, this next one, I'm very curious to see what you guys say about this next one. But I'll go ahead and end this poll right here and go through the chat here. Let's see what we have here. Lydia is saying they could release a movie of just Mia Goth mowing the lawn, and I would watch it. So I take it you're excited about Maxine coming out. Hey, okay. All right. Let me get this next one in. So it looks like we are going to have Laurie Strode versus Aaron from Your Next. Let me set this one up here. Let's see. Laurie Strode versus Aaron from Your Next. And the poll is active. So be sure to cast your votes. Let's see here. Lady's saying, good observation. I like to state the obvious. It's what I do. Is what I do. But I am curious to see where this goes. I kind of have a feeling which way it's going to go. I think that maybe, I have a feeling which way this is going to go, but I don't really know. You guys have surprised me before. We are 11 votes in. Be sure to cast your vote. Laurie Strode versus Aaron from Your Next. Let's see. May Ann is saying, can I suggest no juggernauts in these brackets next time? That would be crazy to do. Like, I wonder how you would set it to where, where the cutoff would be. Like, I'd understand that you wouldn't have like Ripley. I understand that you wouldn't have like Laurie Strode, like Sally Hardesty. Well, I can't really say Sally Hardesty because she lost to Rachel from Halloween 4. Nancy from A Nightmare on Elm Street. The big ones. I get it. It'd be kind of tough though. It would definitely be kind of tough. But I'm seeing the direction this is going in. But we are still going to give a few more minutes because there are still people out there who have not voted yet. Michelle is saying Laurie. Russell is saying poor Aaron. And The Shape is saying Laurie Strode as well. It surprises me that the shape would say Laurie. Not really. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. For me, I definitely go with Laurie Strode for this one, just because of her iconic. She's iconic. You know what I mean? Like, she is, the juggernaut that Mayan was talking about. She is on that list for sure. It 100%. Let's see. Jamie Hart is saying Laurie. It's an easy choice. Sarah is saying, I voted for Laurie, but can I point out that it took 20 years to kill someone, where Aaron was chopping bad guys down day one? Yeah. Yes, you can. Curious to see, I already know which way this is going to go, but I'm curious to see what Matt has to say on this one. Even though I have an idea, Laurie Strode is the juggernaut for this. I just don't see her getting taken out, by Aaron. But, to your guys' point, if you're measuring it on that, if you are measuring it on that, it's definitely a good point, for sure. So, Matt, this one right here is Laurie Strode versus Aaron from Your Next. It looks like the voters have pretty much spoken, but I would definitely like to get your take on this one as well, real quick, before we close this one out.
Aaron.
Oh, interesting. So earlier when I said I have a feeling that I know which way Matt is going to go, I didn't. I did not.
And I made that up in a split second because I had to go with what we're talking about, the better final girl. We're not saying is Your Next your jam, Matt, or Halloween, because we all know that answer as well.
Yeah.
So it's Aaron, man. It's Aaron.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
she's got murdered.
The chat has decided
She's been murdered. All right.
That Laurie Strode is going to win. Let's see. It was 72 to 18. So we are going to move on, but we are in the final four right now.
That's where I just want to say, I hope some of the voters kind of see what I was saying on that. And that's all I'll say. But yeah.
We have got some juggernauts coming up, my friend. We have got some juggernauts. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong one. Can't do that.
Thank you, James. I love Skeletor.
Me too. Dude, I love Skeletor. Let's see. I freaking love Skeletor, man. That's my freaking guy.
What?
That is my freaking guy.
I love it.
The poll is up. We have Laurie Strode. Or no, we don't. I am sorry. We have Nancy Thompson versus Jess Bradford.
Nancy.
I gotta go. Look.
Nancy.
Yeah, I am gonna go that direction. Now, I love Black Christmas.
You absolutely do.
When you talk about, horror icon final girls, and we talked about this earlier today, man. I gotta put Nancy. I gotta put her up there, man. I do. She is up there for me. Now, not talking about, we talked a little bit about acting, and she was kind of a little bit of a stiff actress in, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which is fine. The character could have been that way, but for all that Nancy has done, she is the face, not the, total face of the franchise, but as the final girl, she is Freddy Krueger's nemesis, the main nemesis for Freddy Krueger, the one that always beats him. She ends up giving her life, and the third one, but she still beat him. You know what I mean? It's Nancy for me, but I'll let you take this one, my friend.
So, I like to put it this way, Michael.
I like to get a lot of, you know, for myself and, you know, for the shop and stuff. We like to get a lot of different autographs and stuff, right?
Mhm.
You know, so over the years we've collected, you know, a few, you know, Robert England signed stuff, you know, gloves to figures. And let's put it this way. If I'm adding something that's been, you know, if I'm going to add to something that's been signed by Robert England, there's only one name that I would add to that, and it's Heather Langenkamp. You know, it's Heather
Yeah.
Langenkamp. So you're absolutely right. I kind of wish she could have been in more of the films.
Yeah.
You know,
She got 3 of them under her belt though, and
she
there were
did.
what, 7? This is
She,
top of my head, like without counting them up.
without all the other stuff, yeah, yeah. Which is pretty damn cool. You know,
Yeah.
it's hell. I don't think we realize how super rare it is. You know what Robert England did. You know, to be the one and only Freddy Krueger all throughout the. You know,
Yeah.
You know, look how many Michaels there have been. Look how many Jasons there have been. You
Yeah.
know, but there's pretty much just one Freddy Krueger, man. So, yeah, dude, just super super iconic. With Black Christmas, man, I don't hate the movie, but I don't love it. Uh, she doesn't have near as much under her belt with just doing the one Black Christmas as Nancy does. It's for me, it's a landslide. So I'm going with Nancy.
Yeah, and the chat is agreeing with you. Where Nancy has won 78-22. So 78% of the people are saying Nancy Thompson over Jess Bradford. And that will put Nancy Thompson into the final 4. This one for me, this is going to be tough because I don't know which way you guys are going to vote. I know which way I'm going to vote. Let me get this poll up here to get this started. And we have who wins? We have Sydney Prescott versus Ellen Ripley. And the poll is active. And before we get started talking on this point, I want to give a shout out to Jerry for gifting 1 Movies and Beyond membership. Jerry, thank you so much, my friend. Dude, you already know. Thank you a million times over. Let's see. We have here we go, man. This is the first time that we really have. Well, yeah, this is the first time I think that we really have 2 of the juggernauts up here to say who is the better final girl. And let me just say, despite what you guys end up doing here, to me, Ellen Ripley's number 1. Like there's no, nope. She's number 1 for me. It probably won't go my way. Usually never does. But to me, Matt, through our many conversations, how I feel about Ellen Ripley, seeing the character progression, her doing what she did with what she had. Dude, I love this character. I've always loved Ellen Ripley. And I don't see her winning this, but at the same time, it's just like I want her to win. You know how you have your teams that you cheer for. My team's about to go down, but at least she made it as far as she did. But I'll let you have this one, Matt.
Hey, it's not looking good for you, buddy, but don't give up hope.
Oh, I haven't even looked at that yet. Hold on. Let me pull this down. Oh, yeah, it's not looking good at all. It's not looking good. I wish I could vote, at least vote.
So I think I might have a unique take on this, guys. For me, Michael, it's very, very close. It is. Now, and some of you might not agree with me on this, but the reason I'm going to go with Sydney is when you're talking horror final girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the original Alien I consider a horror. But to the general public, I would say Scream is much better known as a horror movie than Alien.
Well, it's a slasher.
Yeah. So I'm kind of that's kind of what slid me towards that as far as like, I think I think Sydney as a final girl for the horror genre, just has a little bit more impact and power on her punch than Ellen does in the horror, world industry. I love them both. I think they both just they are two juggernauts, man. But if that's making a little bit of sense to you guys, I'm gonna go with Sydney very
Oh, yeah.
slightly. And I'm a Ripley fan too, Michael. Not on your level, but I'm a
Yeah.
Ripley fan.
I am. And I'm just looking at these numbers, like at the small tear that's just running down my eye. Let's see where the chat is. Lydia's saying this ain't fair. I know, Lydia, it's not. I know, but Lydia loves Scream too, like crazy. Michelle is saying Sydney. She's going with Sydney. Clayton is saying Jackie Earle Haley did a damn good job as Freddy in Nightmare remake. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I never
I
had an
agree.
issue with Jackie Earle Haley with that movie whatsoever. Like, he did what he was told to do. But yeah, I feel like if he was given a better story, he was given better things. I think that you get good actors like that in there. There is someone else that can play Freddy Krueger. I do think that. Where some people don't, to where it's like, no, the role's going to die with Robert. But I do think that someone else can play it. And I think Jackie Earle Haley, if, given that opportunity, was good enough for him, I think that he would have did a fine job.
With the right script too.
Yeah, I mean, the abomination that was around him, I do not blame him for that movie whatsoever.
I realized that was Clayton saying that. I agree with you, Clayton, almost a little too often. It's kind of getting strange, man. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm a big supporter of Jackie Earle Haley as Freddy, for sure. And I slightly agree with Michael. I don't think the movie was complete garbage. I think it could have been a lot better. But I as a whole, I support the film. But enough about that.
Oh yeah. And Michelle saying, "Say goodbye to Ellen, Michael." Yeah, I know. Jamie saying Sydney, she beat her odds more times than Ripley. Yeah, oh God, they're just being rough. They're just being rough with it.
Oh, that's a good one.
What on earth? This is crazy, Michael. Poor Ellen. Are you agreeing with me, Russell? Or are you just feeling sorry for me? I can't really tell. James is even stacking on that, saying poor Ripley should have had a power loader. She did have a power loader. She did.
He means for this debate.
She did. Mayan is coming at me saying, he said, despite what you do here, because he knew what we would do. Yeah, I knew it. You know what I mean? Like, I knew the way that it was going to go. So I had to speak my mind, Mayan. Yes, you definitely called it perfectly. Oh, let's see. Paula's saying Sydney all the way. Let's see.
Tristan's got a good one there at this. Yeah, what she dealt with psychologically for sure. Sydney all the way.
Let's see. Lydia is saying, and I really wish the remake would have used an alternate ending as the final ending.
Yes.
The ending they used was not nearly as satisfying.
Yeah. Have you seen that, Michael?
It's been a minute, dude. The last time I watched that Nightmare movie was before we did our Nightmare ranking like a year ago. That was the last time I watched it. So it's definitely been a minute. Michelle is saying, I don't know, Matt. I think our chances against a dude in a costume are better than our odds against an alien. Thank you.
What is it?
She's saying, I don't know, Matt. I think our chances against a dude in a costume are better than our odds against an alien. Thank you for that. Like,
Yeah. I can't disagree with that. Yeah.
James is saying Sydney may have won, but I still love Ripley. May the power loader be with you. Good God, James.
I love old Rippy.
Good old Ripley. Well said, James. Well said. T-Bone is saying, tough one for me too. If it's survivability, I'd go with Ripley. I did pick Sydney because having to deal with the psychological aspect. figuring out multiple killers.
That's a good comment as well. That's
Definitely.
a good comment as well.
Definitely.
But yes, back to that. I would rather battle a guy in a goofy costume than a alien queen.
Well, at least you can guarantee that Ghostface is going to fall down at least 5 times while he's coming after you, for sure.
But that is, I forget things like that. Like, like he said, she was dealing with 2 different killers and things like that. Like, for sure.
Mr. Rick throwing it on thick. Sorry, Michael. Nana. Hey. Goodbye. Yeah, she's gone. I get it. And I've left that up for like 8 minutes, hoping it was going to change. But it has not. So Sidney Prescott will move on 82%, not 820, to 18%. Goodbye, Ellen. Goodbye. Let's see. Throwing it on. See, am I all the way through? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so we're good. We are in the final 4. And this one's kind of satisfying to me, this next one, because I know it's how it's going to go. And I usually don't do, like, after talking about Ellen Ripley, I'm about to say this. I usually don't really, have a lot of, if you guys pick something, it's like, I wouldn't have went that way, but I don't care. This one, I don't know. I feel like one of these characters should have been gone in the first round. We have Rachel from Halloween 4 versus Laurie Strode. All right, Halloween fans, place your bets. The poll is up. To me, Matt, this can be quick for me.
I don't know how Rachel's still here, but
that's what I was saying. Like Sally Hardesty, when that, and like I said, I don't usually go back. But that one was kind of a shocker for me. You know what I mean? That was a shocker.
Yeah, let's get this done with. Move on. Yeah. Rachel, you did great. You did your job in your film. You are no Laurie fucking Strode. Simple as that.
Yeah. Time for her to go.
Get Rachel out of here.
Yeah. Time for her to go.
Get Rachel. Get her out of here. Time to cut the cord on that.
Jamie Hart is saying, wait, holy crap. When I nominated you for Horror YouTube of the Month in December, you had less than 1,000 subs. Fantastic. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jamie, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, damn. Rachel's still kicking. Yeah. Let's see. Lydia is saying, well, you don't have to worry for much longer, Matt. She's about to get blinked out of existence. Thanos is about to snap his finger, man. That's what's about to happen. So
I just keeps surprising me. We're like, Ellen Ripley is going up against Rachel from Halloween 4.
It's like, what? Why? Like, at what? What are we doing here? Michelle's saying, time to go. Get out of here.
And Michael, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like in a lot of our brackets, we always have that
Freddy versus Jason,
that loose cannon, that
Freddy versus
that
Jason
just won't die, dude. Just keeps fighting. It's cool.
You remember when Freddy versus Jason went on that unspeakable run? Like
I do.
How the hell is this still here?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Thanos is about to snap his finger. Like, seriously.
I don't know anything about Thanos, but I know he's Marvel.
Oh, you got to know about the Thanos snap.
I know he's a Marvel villain. He
snaps people out of existence with his gauntlet.
Oh,
all of his Infinity Stones. Oh, that's another thing too, you guys. While we're talking, if you guys haven't checked out Movies and Beyond Entertainment, Movies and Beyond, just like this one, Space Entertainment, you guys should check that out. Different content over there. The algorithm here won't let me do other content other than horror, but if you do like stuff outside of horror, go over and check that out. Doing some different stuff over there, just getting started through a few shorts up there. It's being responded to very well. I'm very excited to be doing it. But yeah, check that one out as well too. Let's see. Man is saying Jamie Michael is the Juggernaut. Oh, thank you. Jamie's also saying you guys are putting in the work and it's paying off. Yes, thank you very much. Paula is saying can't have a bona fide Halloween without Laurie Strode. Yeah.
Yeah.
James is saying Laurie all the way. She does not need a power loader. James is really on that power loader.
He loves that power loader.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Melissa is saying all these subs should start joining lives and not be shy. Yeah, I get a lot of messages from people that watch them, but they don't talk much. And then you have to remember too, you know, a lot of them will be doing the same with the paranormal shows. A lot of them seeing a lot of new faces there. And I don't really know how well that transfers over. Although last week we did get that UK group, that paranormal group that came over and hung out with us here. And they came from the paranormal show. For sure. Let's see. I think I got that. But yeah, so we are 4 minutes in. Rachel has lost 82-18. Laurie Strode will be moving on. I will end this poll here because we have all the votes in. And we have Nancy Thompson. Get this poll up here. Nancy Thompson, if I can type, versus Sydney.
Oh,
Prescott.
This one, you know, we can say what we say all day. I have no idea how this one's going to end. But I know if there's something you don't want to go up against on here, it's a Scream fan. It's a Scream fan.
Well,
man.
guess what? I'm about to do it, and I'm picking Nancy.
Go right ahead. I'm picking Nancy with you.
Like it's for me. Nancy is, maybe it's because I'm a little older and Nancy came first, and that's, you know, the direction that I, you know, that's instilled in my head. You know what I mean? But to me, it'll be Nancy over Sydney for sure. But we'll see how the chat goes, because I don't believe that they will agree with me. But what do you think about this one, Matt?
Yeah, you don't want to go up against a Scream. Dude, they are die hard fans, and I love that. You know, say it's, you know, whether it's my, you know, and I like when a Scream comes out. I like having Screams out there. You know, is it my number 1, 2? No, but when you have a successful franchise that is thriving, has a big following and stuff, dude, I welcome it, man. It's all about, you know, keeping horror alive and thriving. I mean, let's face it, horror is alive. It's alive and well, and I want to see it keep thriving. So I love it, man. But it's Nancy for me, dude, because, and it's a really close one, you know, because I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's also not 100% my jam. These two are kind of, you know, but if I'm talking like the two best, which are the originals of each for me, the original Scream is my favorite, and for the Nightmare, it's the original Nightmare. I'm still going to go with the original Nightmare. It did so much for me. Watched it over and over as a kid. And then when I go on look, you know, I've talked tons to where you guys are probably sick of hearing that, you know, but I love the look of a character and everything. I absolutely love the look of Freddy, the art that A Nightmare on Elm Street brings. For me, just dwarfs Scream and the ghost face mask and stuff. I'm going with Nancy, man. I'm going with Nancy. She had to deal with the guy getting in on your dreams, and, you know, so you're talking about, you know, with Scream, you're battling some lunatics. With Freddy, you're battling the unknown, dude. You're battling the paranormal, dude. You know, you start talking about, you know, a guy that's supposed to be dead that's dragging you into it. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. You know, I couldn't even imagine. So that's another reason I'm going with
well, let's
Nancy.
not forget to mention that, you know, what Freddy does is not only does he kill you in your dreams, but he slowly makes you lose your mind first through lack of sleep, to where you're just out of it, man. Like, he drains you. You know, it's not just a matter of, you know, getting a phone call and, you know, running from someone. You know, it's time. You know, how many Nightmare on Elm Street movies do you see them with coffee makers in their room and doing everything they can to stay awake?
Wouldn't you have one?
Yeah, but he's just draining their mental, like he's taking the fight out of them,
Yeah.
you know, before they even have the fight. And I don't know how you guys are. I'm with like zero sleep, but I'm worthless.
And Michael, it's another thing we've talked about.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, you can run from this guy, fight another day, but eventually we're all gonna have to go to sleep, dude. Eventually we're all gonna have to go to sleep.
There is no escape.
Yeah, he's terrifying, dude. He's terrifying.
But today is not Nancy's day. So Sydney Prescott will win 69-31. And that's
wow. I'm shocked, but I'm not. Like, I'm telling you. Scream carries weight, dude. Scream carries some weight. Horror dies tonight.
Yeah.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies.
Evil dies tonight.
All right, this is it. We've got the big one, the finals. We have Laurie Strode. Let me see who wins. Not who wings, Michael. Laurie Strode versus Sydney Prescott.
And who is surprised about these two being in the finals?
You already know.
Not me.
You already know.
But I did think there was a chance that there it could have been Nancy. It was either Laurie and Nancy or Laurie and Sydney, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Now, guys, Michael, am I wrong? You know, our last bracket where we were going against the Juggernauts, it was coming down to Halloween and Scream. And now, in a way, we're doing the same thing. Like, who's going to take it this time? Tristan? Yeah, man. Nancy could have taken it all.
Yeah, so I'm going with Laurie Strode being a Halloween fan.
Look at the shame. I beat the crap out of him with my hands at my back. Oh, shit.
You already know I'm going with Laurie Strode.
I am as well. James, Michael, and I are with you, buddy. We're team Halloween, team Laurie Strode, buddy.
Yeah,
but I don't know, guys. I don't know.
We've got 12 votes, and we're at 50-50 right now. Make sure that you guys are getting your votes in.
Dude, I don't know.
Make sure that you're getting
I don't know why Scream is so dangerous, but they are dangerous. You know, a lot of people, man, Scream is their Halloween, dude. You know,
Yeah.
Scream is their Halloween.
There's nothing wrong with that, man.
So no, there's not. You know, we could get some real old fogies on here. Frankenstein.
Oh, I know, dude. And you know, Dracula's killing everybody.
Dude,
you know,
yeah.
It all really depends. You know, who's in the chat and who's voting, and that's what's fun about it, man.
Let's bring some guys back from the dead. Nosferatu,
right?
Yeah.
But to me, I think, you know, we've talked about this multiple times too, like, you know, generation wise. You know, I know that's not the same, you know, everywhere. But a lot of us look at Laurie Strode as being one of the first final girls that we ever had. You know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of tough. But whew, we've got 14 votes with 14 people in the chat. And that will end it, unfortunately. And Sydney Prescott has won today with 57%.
Oh, James, I hope you can sleep tonight. James, I hope you can sleep tonight, buddy.
So Sydney Prescott has won. Scream has won tonight on the bracket for Final Girls.
Michael, send special things to my boy James. Okay, just best of wishes, would you?
James, don't worry, buddy. There'll be other fights, other days.
He is going to be struggling.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth with this here. a lot of people, and there are a lot of Sydney's, a lot of Lori. So at
That's
least the finals were interesting, and it came down to that.
yeah. I got a
That's what
question for you when you're ready, Michael.
Yeah.
Let me ask you because I almost feel like I'm more surprised in this than if Scream would have beat Halloween, when we were talking just movies, simply because of how big Jamie Lee is. Are you a little surprised on this outcome or no?
I mean, it's not like Lori lost to someone that we've never heard of, and we talk about it.
She better never lose anyway. We've never heard of, Michael.
It's always, it just depends, on who's in the chat and what people like, man. And that's the thing. And it's not always help, dude. I lost my fight in the what was it? I made it to the second round with Ellen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just but for the most part, it's what people hold special to them. They're gonna vote for that. And I do think it comes down to, most times, not saying all the times, but what people, grew up liking, what's familiar to them, what, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And yeah.
And it's kind of tough with that. But I do want to take a quick second because I don't want to forget to do this tonight, to talk about something real fast on the channel before we finish, talking about this. But I wanted to let everybody know, and I will put this up. It is, I believe it's in the community chat already. So if you want, if you're not doing this yet and you can't, and you haven't done it yet, go to my channel and hit the community tab because I have all the information. Movies and Beyond on August 3rd is going to Waverly Hills. And I cannot wait for this trip. All the information for the trip is on there. If you do want to go to Waverly Hills with us, it is going to be an absolute blast. Like that's going to be a blast. We're going to be doing some ghost hunting type stuff. And we are coming together as a group to do this. I've talked to a few people, that are getting their tickets this weekend. And all I ask is if you are going, that you let me know that you are going. So I'm trying to keep a list of who all is going for this. And this is our first, Movies and Beyond trip to where we'll be going somewhere together, people in the live chat, and we'll all be hanging out at the same place. And I think this is going to be an absolute blast. But it is August 3rd. It is in Louisville, Kentucky. But all the information is on the community tab, and you can find all the information there on where to get your tickets. There's hotels in the area if you plan on staying down there. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this trip.
Same, dude.
Yeah. It is going to be an absolute freaking blast. I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait to see, all the people in the live chat that are going, all the people that follow Movies and Beyond that are going. I cannot wait to hang out with you guys, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great time. So go over to the community tab if you need any information about that. And with that being said, you can always get a hold of me either on a live stream here, or if you go over to Instagram at Movies and Beyond 78, you can send me a message over there if you have any questions or anything like that. But dude, I can't wait for this trip, Matt. I can't wait.
Yeah. And I know you have I know you have Lydia and I down.
I do.
We're going 100%.
Yeah.
So
Jerry,
I can't wait either, dude. Just to think that it's so Waverly is somewhere Lydia and I have been wanting to go for a long time anyway. But to be able to do it with the Movies and Beyond crew, and get to, I always love being able to put a face with a name. So, the more people we can do that with, just the better. So, yeah, I can't wait either, for sure.
Yeah. I can't wait. Did you have anything that you wanted to show on the show before we got off?
Nothing to show, guys. I will be working on that. I don't want to show things all the time. I know you guys do like that stuff, and when I do, I want them to be juggernauts. So, Possibly next show, I'll have some killer stuff. But I do have two things that I wanted to say. One is just that it is official, that Mad Matt's mask will be moving.
Yeah.
So we've put in there a lot that you can find us, in the main aisle near the north entrance. So now it's just going to be the complete opposite. We're going to be moving down the way in the main aisle still, but now will be, if you come in the south entrance, which is the more popular, it's the busier, it's where most people come in the south. But now if you come in the south entrance, shortly, once you come in on the main aisle, we'll come up on your left. So, we'll be a lot easier to get to. It's a better spot for us. So we are moving there. The other thing I wanted to say, T-Bone, Tristan came on, and he's been on a while, supporting Movies and Beyond, which I think is very cool. He's also been an amazing supporter of Mad Matt's mask as well. So I wanted to I wanted to return the favor. So Lydia and I went to see his show this past Friday. His band is called That Arena Rock Show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, if you are a rocker from anything Quiet Riot, Ozzy Osbourne, Journey, so many great classics. This was one of the best shows I've ever been to, guys. Tristan's the lead singer. The guy can belt it, man. So I would, dude, the show was so fun. He's got theatrics. He's got a guitarist who can absolutely shred. So yeah, if you're looking to rock out, I know that we'll be going to his show. I was going to mention this to you as well, Michael. We'll be going. He's got a show coming up in Hamilton, Ohio, in July, on July 4th. With fireworks and stuff. But he's a great guy, and he is supporting us. And so I wanted to support him a little as well. So guys, go check that out. I'm sure he's got, he's up there on Facebook and everything. But again, it's That Arena Rock Show, and they fucking rock. So yeah, man. Those are two announcements I had. And then last thing is, dude, just Michael, I always got to thank you for letting me on here, dude. It's I love ending my weeks with this, man. It's so much fun. I can't wait to do the 5,000. I seriously can't believe we're there. Congrats to you, brother. You always have my support, man. You always will.
Same,
yeah, man. Love it,
Same.
guys. So absolutely.
Same. Hell yeah, dude. With that being said, man, another successful bracket, whether we like the results or not, you know what I mean? It happened. But what a great night, man.
Are you now, Michael? Like before, when stuff didn't go my way, I was all been out of shape, but now it's happened so much. I'm just kind of like,
it freaking happened.
Sometimes I was clicking out of here like, okay, the show was okay, but that's bullshit. It's like, that's cool.
It's like, I'm done.
We'll fight another day. Yeah.
But hell yeah, man. So with that being said, man, I just want to say thanks to everybody. I had a great time tonight. And I can't wait till the next one. But I will see you guys on Paranormal Friday. Matt, I'll talk to you for just a second backstage when we get out of here.
All right.
Let me go ahead and get this queued up.
Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Toodaloo. See you guys.
Toodaloo, motherfucker. Hey.